Hey moms, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a plan with me. It's gonna look a little bit different from my previous plan with me's. This is gonna be a more in-depth, step-by-step look. I always do the other ones just to kind of fast forward things just because they could last forever long. And I know you moms don't have a lot of time and my videos tend to be really long. So today is going to be a long one, but grab your guys' favorite drink and a snack if you would like, and let's get ready to plan. So first off, I have my planner. I have the books that my daughter's gonna use. My books here, I love this little cart for this. You guys, it has worked perfect because we do our group, hello you guys, our group subjects at this table. This table is used literally for everything in my house. So I love having this cart. It works out so good. So I have all my books here so that when I'm planning, I just look through here. My daughter's basket is here. So I think I showed you guys the little caddy. The caddy is still in here, but I upgraded you guys to this basket. And this basket has literally been repurposed for everything. It was my daughter's in her baby room, in her nursery. It had like a little ladybug cloth thing around it, and that's where her diapers were. And now it's her school books. So with that being said, you guys, you know me, I'm super scatterbrained, so I will just talk about everything. So I have her books in here that she uses while we're at the table. Okay, so first off, I always get started with my planner, and we are gonna go to this next layout here, and I will flip you guys around so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I forgot I needed our Bible organizer. This is where I keep our flashcards and our lessons. So we are done with Ezra and Nehemiah. So I'm gonna put those back in here, and we are gonna be starting Esther. So that is exciting. Esther, so I need this because the first subject that I start with is Bible. Just stick this right here on the chair. So I'm going to need Esther, and then for our review days, this children's Bible and this Bible characters. So I'll pull that out, and then we'll go ahead and get started on Bible. So I know that you guys have seen me use this plenty of times, but I always write up here the week that we are going to be working through, so week 24. And then I always add Bible onto my language. Now this is going to be week 3 through 7, so it's already May. I cannot believe it. And then right now, Esther. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there for a second. I'm gonna lift you guys up a little bit. So I'm gonna stop there for a second so I can show you guys this. That's the wrong book. Okay, so basically we are on lesson 113 for Bible. So I'm gonna write 113 up here at the top because I know that this is gonna be Bible, because I always write Bible up here and then language here. I'm hoping I'm not confusing you, but I always write the lesson number so I know where I'm at, especially because we are on a different lesson number for our actual lessons. And then for our math, we're on a completely different lesson. So, okay, I hope I didn't confuse you. So I just write down the lesson numbers basically, okay? So I don't write any of these things in my planner, okay? Because I literally use this while I'm teaching Bible, but I like to just have my bases covered on my lesson in my planner, okay? And reading through this kind of gets me prepared for the week. So I know we are working through lesson 1, and that is Esther becomes queen. So Esther becomes queen. Okay, and I'm abbreviating because I don't have a whole lot of room in my blocks. So I know that I'm going to be reading through Esther, and that's all I'm going to be writing on here. Now, if you guys would like, what I normally do is I would write down what verse Tally would be working through. So for instance, this is Hebrews 11:27 through 30. I always had it here. I don't know why, just so I could have a glance. Now, if you guys have watched my April catch-up, I talked to you guys about verses and memorization, and I'm going a different route, so I still am in the process of figuring that out. So once I do know which verses she will be learning, I will be writing them here. But once I get through Bible, I just draw, a very crooked line. We'll leave it like that, that's fine. And then I move on to the next lesson. So I stick with the same subject while I am writing in my planner, so I'm not jumping back and forth through books. So basically, all I really look at while I'm doing this would normally be the verse, which we're not doing anymore, but I look here in this block because that tells me what actual lesson we're working through. So this is going to be review of Esther becomes queen. So on our review days, that's when I use these books here. This first review, I'm going to be working through the Bible for children. And all I do is I look for the person that we're going to be working through and learning about. Okay, so that is the New Testament. That's the new. Okay, let's see here. Esther should be right here because I just saw her. Oh, she's before this. Here she is. Okay, so Queen Esther. We are going to read through 199 because this talks about when the king was married to his previous wife and then how he meets Esther and marries her. So I know that that will go okay with this because this is already when Esther is becoming the queen. So I'm just going to write the page for that book. I already know what book it is, so I'm not going to write the name of it, but you guys can always do that. And then we're going to move on to the next lesson. I always write the lessons here. Okay, so this is going to be lesson 2. And Haman against Jews. Okay, so that's all I need there. So this is showing that we're starting a new week because we're behind. So we we're not really behind. We just mixed them up because our dates didn't fall with Abeka's, and I wanted to make sure to do the Easter for the crucifixion and resurrection. So we swapped them out. Basically, I had to plan them in accordingly with the months that we were doing the school, if that makes sense. Okay, so 116 it's a review for lesson 1 and 2. And then, so for this, I think I'm going to have Tally. She has these little journals that she draws in about the Bible. Where is it? Is it upside down? She's already on her second book. Where is it? Is this her new one? Oh, there it is. So she just started her new one, I think. Yeah, see, rebuilding. Okay, so I'm going to have her write or draw in her journal. Draw in journal. And she gets to pick whatever she wants to draw about. And she chooses something to draw about that we read about. So she'll do that. And then, so lesson 117, we are going to be working through lesson 3. And that is Esther petitions the king. Okay, so that is basically it for Bible, I do want to look in here real quick. Let's see where Esther is. There she is, 114. I don't want to have her read through this until she's learned all about Esther, because it's kind of like just a recap of everything that Esther does. Let's see here. See, she hasn't learned about Esther saves her people yet, I don't believe. So I'll wait to see. You know what? Let me look real quick. See, victory for the Jewish people. I think that that's when she saves. Petitions for the king. Yeah, see, Mordecai, Haman conspires against Esther, petitions the king, Haman hangs. So she hasn't learned that one yet. Okay, so we won't read this one until next week. So we won't be working through this one. Okay, so one thing I will mention is when I am done with a subject, I try to like move the books away in different stacks or put them away. So for instance, since I have my cart here with me today, I'm gonna take the Esther lessons and my Bible curriculum lesson plan book, and I'm just gonna put it together and stick it right here in my cart because I'm gonna need it. And then it clears up my space so I don't feel overwhelmed. And I'll put Tally's little journal back. Now for language, I have my Abeka daily guides. I separated this out all at the beginning of the year. And so I just flipped to the section that has my daily guides. Again, if you guys have been on my channel, you know that we only do language arts through Abeka. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open it up to the lesson that we're on, and we are going on to lesson 120. So let's open this to 120. And then I'm just gonna start working through language, go all the way through language, and then move on. I am gonna stay within the Abeka book, so then I can put it away once I'm done with Abeka, and then I'll move on to the next curriculums. Like I said, we're gonna start at 120. So I'm just gonna label these the lessons, so then I can keep track that way. And usually these down at the bottom are the lessons for my Abeka. So let me make sure you guys can see. Okay, so lesson 120, I'm just looking for language. Now, I don't really refer back to this after I've written what I need in my planner. So all I basically do with language is I write the page number that we're gonna be working through, and I always look in the preparation and in the procedure, because on one of the days, I wanna say it's our Thursday, but it's our Thursday because our days aren't gonna match up, but they have her working through two seat works or worksheets, both sides. So this is gonna be page 133. And there isn't really anything that I need to know because the teacher will do it on the video. So see, this is saying 134, 135. Oh, I guess it's Tuesday. Huh, that's weird. That's usually on Thursday, I thought. Okay, so, oh, they're now doing 2 pages. That's new. She's gonna love that. So this is what I was talking about. So page 138 shows here, but over here you can see the little notepad, which means teacher's note, to tell you that they need to complete page 139 as well. So 138 and 139. So like I said, I just go, all this is gonna be a quiz or test 12. I always just block it off like that, so I don't know why, it's easier to see. So like I said, I always go through one whole subject, and then now I start back at 120, and I'm gonna go through writing because it's next in my book. So writing, it shows, okay, so with writing right now, I like to have her worksheets to see what exactly they're doing because she's been writing paragraphs. So it's saying to have page 103 and 104 and 105. So I need to see what that means. So here's lesson 120, and it's showing page 103 and 104 and 207 and 208. So here's 207 and there's 208. So now I have to figure out what 103 is right here. Okay, so basically what they want her to do is they want her to take this and rewrite it on here. So she'll be rewriting her lesson or her paragraph on here. Okay, so I'm gonna write that though, so I'm not confused. And then it says to write 107. Okay, so let's go. This is her 107. So read and finish the story. So they're going to finish this story. So page 107. Students should continue reading Secret in the Maple Tree for a book report to be written in lesson 136. Okay. For a story of 7 to 10 well-written sentences, check for topic, detail, and concluding. So they have to illustrate it. Is the illustration on the back? Yeah, see, so the illustration they have to illustrate on the back. So she's going to be doing page 107 and then illustrate and 7 to 10 sentences, and I'll know to look for the topic and everything. So I'll write that there, and then I'm just gonna move on to 122, and I'm just gonna continue doing the same thing just to make sure what she's doing. So she has to finish the story again on 109. Okay, so writing, she's gonna have a test, I believe, or a quiz. Writing, she has test 24. So I'm just gonna do that. And now we are on reading. So with reading, here, let me get to 120. So with reading, she's reading through 2 books. She is reading through Secret in the Maple Tree, and she just started on the Bright Side. So she keeps these in her little basket at the table because we typically do reading together. Well, we always do reading together. So Monday, she always has her skill sheet. Uh-oh. So she's on skill sheet 25. Skill sheet 25. And then they've been having her read through the Bible. Let me grab my Post-it. I did want to point out that I know some people do not like using planners. They think it's kind of pointless because you have your guides and things that you can follow, which I agree with some of it. But for us that use different curriculums, it's so much easier to have one base place to go. Like one place that we can pull from and look at without having all 10 or 8 of our guides with us. So that is why I like writing this. Yes, it takes a little bit of time. When I'm not recording though, it takes me about 20 minutes to do this. When I'm recording, it can take me a while. But so it's, I don't know, I feel like it is a time saver when you do it, you know, but I guess it just depends on preference. So be learning about Esther. in Bible, and they're also having her read through it through reading. So I'm just gonna write the verses here so I can tell her, or I can just give her this and she'll be able to look through them. I'll probably tell her because it says for her to read them orally. So what character flaw are we warned of in this passage? What character? So I'm going to stick this here so I know it's something added. Okay, so 121. So with reading, I'm just gonna write the pages that it tells me that she's gonna be reading through. So on the bright side, it says 11 through 16. And so I'm just gonna see what that looks like. That looks fine. If you guys have been on my channel, you know I hate ending in the middle. We will do it in chapter books, but when it's like in a book like this, I usually just have her read the whole thing. But I've been noticing that they have just been starting it at the start of a new story and then ending it. So when the story ends. So I haven't really been having any problems with that. But I'm just going to write here OBS for on the bright side, and then this is 11 through 16. I used to write these words down here, but I don't do that anymore because I have the words in the book and we just go over the words straight from the book instead of me writing them down. I felt like it was kind of a waste. Let's see here. Okay, so she'll be reading that. Now, one thing that I also have her do is sometimes I'll ask her the questions because these questions are in my teacher guide or my teacher key. But sometimes I will have her write them in this composition book here for her reading. So it just depends on what we're doing, and if I feel like we're having a really long day, I won't have her write in that because she does a lot of writing anyways, so I don't feel like she's lacking in that. But if your kiddos don't write a whole lot or you want them to have more practice, you can always have them write it in a composition book. That's what we do. Okay. So that is on the bright side. And then we have Secrets in the Maple Tree, or Secret in the Maple Tree. And it says page 86 to 90. Now this one has been ending in the middle, and my daughter will just read through it. She's actually really enjoying this book. But that's not very many pages, so we'll just have her do that. I don't think she's read through there yet. 87 to 90. Sometimes she'll read ahead and then I won't find out until after I have written it all down. So 86 to 90. And then she's been having to summarize the sentence because she's getting ready to do a book report. So that would be on page 153. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I showed you both books, but now I'm just sticking to one book so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So we'll stick with On the Bright Side first. Make sure you guys can see. Okay, so On the Bright Side is 17 to 27. She learned that poem last year, so 27. Okay, so OBS 17 to 27, and then we will move on to this side, 28 to 34. That's in the middle. So we're gonna just do 28 to 38, even though that's not what it calls for. 28 to 38. And then reading here says 35 to 39. So I'll just have her read 39 on Friday out of this book. So that'll be an easy read for Friday. And then let's just go back to 121 or 122. For reading, where's reading at? Right there. And we want 91 to 95, right? Yeah. 91 to 95. Let's see how many pages. Let's do 91 to 100. No, we'll just do 95 because you know what? She has a lot of reading in her other book. That's 10 pages. So if she wants to read more, then she can. 91, 95.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this one, we are doing 96 to 100. And then we're gonna have her write in the back of the book for characters, page 153. And then, Isaiah, are you hungry? Okay. Okay, and then let me finish this one and then I'll get him something to eat. Okay, so reading for Secrets of the Maple Tree says 101 to 107.
Got donuts.
You got donuts?
Yeah.
Did Papa bring us donuts?
Yeah.
Okay, so Secrets in the Maple Tree 101 through 101, where am I at? Through 107. That's heavy, babe. You want me to get that?
Yeah.
It's gonna fall on your feet.
Oh.
107.
Mommy, donuts.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll get it for you. Go get your plate. Go get a plate from the cabinet. Okay, so page 154 and 155 for her character. 154 and 155.
Mommy,
You got it, good job. And then now we're gonna work through spelling. So again, we're gonna go to 120. So this is gonna be list 24, and it is to recite, she has to recite February Twilight. Okay, and then let's see here. Hide and Go Seek is her new poem. She has her list 24, and this is when I have her do her worksheets. And then her new poem is Hide and Seek. Okay, so then she has her trial test, 24. And if she doesn't pass it, she has her test on Thursday, and then she gets her new list on Friday. So list 25. If she does get the trial test, she gets 100%. She doesn't have anything on this Thursday, and I won't even have her do the poetry. I've kind of not been having her do the poetry if she gets 100. Okay, so that is basically all of my Abeka. So I'm going to put this away, and now I'm going to grab our teaching textbooks. So 102 will be Monday, and this is all about time zones, and I'm gonna just write that. I like to see what she's working through. And then, so lesson 103 is division word problems. And then I literally just look at what she's gonna be working through. Lesson 104 is long division. Lesson 105 is dividing with remainder. then she'll have a quiz on Friday. So quiz 15. So that's it for arithmetic. So we did just finish up a unit study. So now we are going back to our Star Spangled Story. Now it comes with 2 books and we are still in part 1 because of all of our unit studies. But we are loving it because it's expanding the lesson. We're learning more. It's just, we love this. So this has been working really, really well for us. So basically, we are starting lesson 33, Bill Wilson and his gold nugget. So this will be at a Star Spangled Story. And this is lesson 33, gold nugget. Okay, so with this, I think lesson 33 is, Tally got slime on her book. So this is going to be a review. So she has, that's going to be, yep. Okay, so lesson review 33. Okay, so that's all I basically write in my planner for this book because literally it tells us what to do at the end of the story, which I really love. It's super convenient. So I'm going to have us do this project on Friday. So I'm going to use my little Post-its and I'm going to get this together. So paper, we need black, blue, brown, gray, gold. Uh-oh, I hope we have that. Oh, or yellow. We'll all know. Okay, gold or yellow, and that's it. And then pencil, glue stick, scissors, small shoe to trace. Okay, I'll just write small shoe to trace. Because I don't need to write down glue sticks or scissors because it's in our little basket here at the table. Okay, so I'll place that there so I know when I'm done with this, I need to grab those items. So moving out of this book, we're going to be starting our Gold Rush. And oh my gosh, you guys, I messed up here. I forgot. Let me use this eraser. This is going to be, I have to do geography here too. I don't know what I was just thinking. I just don't know, you guys. Okay, so we'll do geography after. So this is Star Spangled Story, lesson 33, and I'll just write Gold Rush on it because I'll know. Okay, so geography we'll do next. Okay, so I'll make sure to do the line just so that I don't forget again. And I'll have to write something there. Okay, so we're basically just going to work through this unit study Tuesday through Thursday. So let's see how it starts. So I actually found this unit study on peanutbutterfishlessons.com and it's free. And then we just purchased these books, What Was the Gold Rush? And I purchased 2, one for myself, one for my daughter because we read together. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I think we're just gonna start reading through this and then see what we can work through this book. First, I'm gonna see how many chapters are in here. I think 10. And the chapters are really short. Well, I guess we'll do a chapter a day, and if we want to work through more, then we will. Starting here, we're gonna do what was, and we're just gonna do chapter 1, and then here we'll do chapter 2, and then here we will do chapter 3. And then we just won't do anything on Friday because we're gonna be doing that art project. So that is how we'll work through this, and then we'll just work through this workbook. So that's how we're gonna do our unit study. Let's go ahead and do our geography. So again, we are using Notgrass, loving it. We will, let's see here. If you guys are at all interested, I will have Notgrass's link below. I am an affiliate with them, but I loved their curriculum way before they asked me to be their affiliate. And we already started this one last week, so we already read the first part of Florida. So now we are reading the second part. Okay, so this is going to be 50 states, page 212. I think to 214, nope, 215. And then she will, oh, we have a cool little activity. And then she will do these work pages. So she has the atlas. I'll show you guys just in case you haven't seen what we do. This is the Atlas workbook that comes with it. Okay, so here's Florida. She already did this last Monday, so she's gonna work through page 51. And then she already worked through her lesson review. They ask questions in here. So she did that already. And then let's see, so with that, okay, so on the second part of this, we always do the composition writing. So it says like, if you were going to wrestle or train a wild animal, what animal would you choose? So she has to write in her composition book. So comp, and I will know what that means. I really love this planner, and it has worked throughout the year, but I really need more space to write the things that I need. So I'm actually making one for myself and my sister. I'm hoping that I can share it with you guys. I don't know how to do it, so I'll have to research it. And I don't know if it'll work for you guys because we're all different. We all like our planners very specific, so I'm not sure if it'll work for everybody. So I'm just kind of doing it how I think that myself and my sister can use it. But I will definitely be trying to get that available to you guys somehow. Okay, so she's done for the week out of our 50 states. We're trying to do one state for 2 weeks. So that is that book. And then something else that we're working on through geography is the Which Way USA. It's really fun, you guys. My daughter's learning, and I mean, like, it's pretty easy, but she's having fun and she's learning more about the states. And it even has map work in here. So they give you like this map. You'll have to check out my video, but they give you a map and they have questions on here that go along with figuring out how to read the map and read highways and things like that. So, but this is definitely like a more fun take on geography. And it's a really good supplemental thing, especially using the base through Notgrass, because that's where we get, like, you know, the main points about the state, and then these are more fun. So we'll be working through page 22 and 23. So we usually do 3 spreads. So she'll work through page 27. I think we're wrapping this up actually. Oh, look. Okay, so I'm not gonna have her, I forgot she wanted to do more this last week. So I'm just gonna have her do 1 spread each day. So we don't typically do it like that. but we will. So I'm writing USA and then page 22 and 23. And then this one will be USA page 24 through 25. Let me just make sure that that's not the last one. No, so she'll have this one and then that. Okay, so this will be USA and she'll have page 26 through, we'll go through 29 because this is just where she adds up all her points. And let's see, so page 29. And then on Friday, I didn't leave myself any room, I don't think. So I'm gonna erase all of this and I'm just gonna say Star Spangled Story Project. Okay, so up here, okay, this is done. Friday, what we typically do is I have her work out of her maps and geography book. This is 3rd through 6th grade. So we are literally, you guys, gonna be working through this through 6th grade, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to have her do mapping. '65. And if we get done with that fast, I'll have her do 66. It just depends, but I'll just have 65 written down. And then what I have her do is our landforms. I found this free printable. Again, this is at Superstar Worksheets. And let's see what we're on next. Island. So island. And then what we do with this is, where's my new geography book? So I found this new geography book, Geography from A to Z. It's a picture glossary. So I have her look up the word that we are working through. So she'll look up island in here and then she'll read island. That's the definition. And then we also have these books, which I'm finding aren't the greatest, but so if you guys know of books that talk about landforms in depth, please let me know in my comments. I really want to find a book that's more in depth on what landforms are instead of just like, well, maybe there isn't any books. I don't know. Okay, so let's see, island. Let's see if island's in here. Waves. Nope. Okay, so nothing in there, and I really don't think that's a delta in an island. Yay! Okay, so I'll read this to her, and that's it. So we'll read this, and then I'll have her find the definition in here, and then she will write the physical feature, the definition, and then down here I'll have her look up a famous island. And let's see, so island, and then we need to do our flag for Florida on our map. So that's it with that. Okay, that took forever. At least it felt like it did. Okay, so science. We are done with our Apologia, which we are so happy because we feel like we accomplished something. So now this week, basically, I think that we are going to be watching documentaries, even though I think my daughter has seen like every documentary on space. If you guys know of a Christian documentary on space, please leave it in the comments. I would really love to watch it. Okay, so basically we have some really cool activities to do that we purchased at the beginning of the school year. So to wrap up our astronomy, we have this cool Magic School Bus Space Lab. I purchased this through Rainbow Resources, and it comes with oh gosh, it's upside down, you guys. It comes with all of these things to put together. So this is gonna be fun. This will probably work through this week on. And then I also purchased this daytime constellation viewer. They're these cool little cards. Here, I'll show you. I got it on Amazon. I don't know if they still have them, but if they do, I'll link it down below. But if you can see, you punch out these little, or poke them out, these little holes, and they're constellations on the cards. And then do you see? You hold it up like to a light in the dark, and it'll like shine on the wall. So I just thought that this was so cool. I thought it was really cute for the kids. So you just cut this out. They get to put their name, and then there's a blank one here. And you literally just stick it on there, glue it on there, and then they have this little keychain and you attach it. So I thought that that would be fun. Nothing like crazy, but I thought it was a cool little idea and concept behind it. And I think it's like a family owned or a small company. So I thought that that would be pretty cool. And then the other thing that we have to do is this nano block space center. So literally, you guys, this is what we have for the week. I am not writing it down. I think I'll just write astronomy activities. So astronomy, that sounded weird. Activities. And we're just gonna bring it all the way down to Friday. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that this was helpful, and I'm sorry if it was long, but I wanted to do more of an in-depth step-by-step look at what I do to help some of you out. I hope that you guys found inspiration and some little helpful hints or tips on doing your own planning. So I hope to see you guys next time on my channel. Be sure to click that subscribe if you haven't already and hit that like. All right, you guys, be safe and be blessed. Bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,